Well, one of the features of TV Burp, one of the things we've pioneered is cutting from the actual scene on TV to recreation that we've done.
Right, that's the first part done.
I feel a bit like a bagpipe. Let's hope no one blows the other end, shall we?
So it's really important to get it looking similar, or as similar as possible. Part of that is the set, and part of it is grading the footage to match the original. So for instance, if you watch EastEnders, they treat the footage so all the colours drained out of it, a lot of the colours drained out of it, compared to Corrie, which is quite bright colours. I don't know if you can see this, Craig, but we've got a giant crow's head here for the EastEnders sketch, in which a giant crow attacks the set of Albert Square, which is based on a clip of from EastEnders, where a man goes into a house, and at the meeting it sounded like the crow was very loud, so we inferred from that it would be a giant crow.
That's all right, I've got no...
We've got a tiny set of Albert Square here, and then we'll have a real crow come in, so that it looks like it's a giant crow. Exactly. He has got lines, he's just going through them now. And then we'll have this, we've got this giant crow's head which will come in to the set. Exactly. Yeah. Alright, just give it a rest.
And again. And coming over towards me if possible.
I think that's plenty, isn't it? The difficulty we have with this show is because it's such a quick turnaround of a week, it's difficult to iron out every detail of it until we get to the studio, by which time it's too late. If you have it like that, when it comes in, you're going to see the edge of it.
Not if we turn it around that way.
Huh? So that's coming from the. If it came in like that, I suppose. So the problem we've got now is that the crow's head isn't quite right. So we're now going to get for the man in a crow costume.
And action.
Where do the writers come in at this point? Do they ever come to the studio at all?
The writer's job is finished in the writers' meeting, really.
I watch, I reckon, about 20 hours of stuff a week for the show. It tends to build up just before the meetings. We tend to, just when we think we're finished, the doorbell will go and a strange man will arrive with a bag full of more tapes.
On a typical day we get 10, maybe 20 tapes, and you get up and you put a tape in the machine and you watch it and you find a funny clip, you write it down, and then you copy the funny clip and you just make a list. And you might watch an entire week's worth of EastEnders, you might watch an entire week's worth of Emmerdale, you might watch an entire week's worth of Coronation Street, or you might watch a lot of dubious documentaries. It's fairly debilitating.
A lot of the work is done in the room. When the stuff starts getting knocked back and forth around the table, then generally stuff will come up that we wouldn't have otherwise thought of.
I knew you would laugh!
So some clips, it's very obvious what the gag is, and it might be just one line showing the clip, and then others it can build. And then sometimes you might have a clip and then somebody else has got another clip, and then you put those two clips together and then get a different joke out of that.
Go and get yourself a bag of
Merry Christmas!
It's obviously satisfying if you bring something in fully formed and it ends up in the script and in the show in that exactly that same form of words. More often than not that doesn't happen, because obviously Harry's got his own spin on things. Invariably Harry will make something funnier than it was in my brain.
Well, after the meetings, I mean, it's Harry that writes the scripts, and then I think only half of what gets filmed actually ends up and the show that goes out. So really from beginning to end it is a real filtering down process. We get loads and loads of tapes, and we come in with clips. Then only a certain amount of those clips will end up in the script that Harry writes. So it's a sort of tightening up of the whole thing till that's the show that goes out.
Happy? Done?
Done.
Lovely.
This is Peter Orton, who's the director.
Well, unfortunately, I think the producer's trolley got in the way of the slap. But apart from that, no, I think it'll be fine.
Lunch.
Lunch back at 5:30?
2 o'clock, please. We've got plenty to do.
That's your soft hanging basket.
Yeah, it is.
Which we'll throw in. Because I'll be doing shark at that point.
Yeah, that reads, is it? As a...
Because the one on the clips, it was quite far away.
I'm just thinking maybe you should have a bit more
Bit of flowers.
foliage, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a couple of...
Yeah. Leaflets, don't dust on them. Your fur balls, rations tin, a couple of silent forms. Those are the
What's
items
in it?
last week. That is like a veg curry. Are you eating any of it?
I can't remember.
I don't think you are.
Hope not. We've got a model here of the Queen Vic, which has been set with high explosives. Then we're going to blow it up. Then we're going to blow up the rovers. Then we're going to blow up the Wolfpack.
Going in 3, 2, 1, action!
Wow.
Go! Action!
Put it on the ground when I finish.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Ready? No. Ready, because it's really
Go,
flaming.
action!
What are you doing with that?
And stop recording.
What are you doing with that? Oh, sorry, Harry.
It's good. You got enough of that? Cool. Thank you very much. Okay, everyone. Thanks, boss. Nice to see you again. Nice to meet you.
Grenville is here, who's our assistant floor manager,
Forever on Harry's back to be somewhere.
who's asking me to join Anna Richardson on the floor of the studio. Is that right?
If you wouldn't mind.
Yes. So if you'd excuse me.
Thank you.
Because Anna wasn't that confident about singing by herself, we've added some of the other animals that we had from earlier. And they were going to form a circle, because the song is a circle of life. And in this way we hope to distract from her shortcomings as a singer.
That's all from us here. See you next...
Thank you, Anna. That's all from us here. See you next week. The reason we do it as a pre-record is that on the night we try to run the show as much as we can like it is a show, and these things all take up a lot of time.
Brilliant. Well done, Anna. Thank you very much, Anna.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, VT30.
Just check to see it's nice and clean. I got too close to the hot plate. Perhaps I'll...
Cut.
We do it again? Yes, we will do it again. Should we go?
We're doing another pre-record, but because I get messy in each one, then it's rather a slow process if we don't get it right first time. We have to change between each take.
Re-cue that VT30.
Loose sandwiches, they're not in a bag though, is it?
No.
The rehearsal's more of a line run than a performance, really. So I try to hold a bit back, partly to surprise the producer, but also, I don't know, it's just nice to hold a bit back, really. There's only one way to find out.
Under the sea, nobody beat us, fires and eat us in fricassee. We want the land folks lunch to cook under the sea.
Lovely, very nice.
It was tough.
It is a very nice one.
It's a big baby.
They're in the gallery now.
Oh, I see.
This is where Peter and producer sits, and the vision mixer and auto cue
Yes.
during the show. And so here, I've never been up here obviously when it's in full swing, but I understand that it's the area is thick with expletives and general foul-mouthery.
Sorry.
As it's very high pressure, you see, and the different shots will appear on these different little tiny screens, and
For a drink.
and that's why Peter does require a couple of drinks to steady his nerves before he goes. The bits that I really enjoy are the kind of bits of business. You know, the scarf, the X Factor scarf pulling off. The liquidizer, you know, all that stuff that we recorded earlier in the day. I was pleased that went well.
Just have a milk charge, just check the level.
What I'm always trying to do with the show is trying to make it more like a variety show. Audience are in what's going to work and what's not. You know, it's quite a high bar we set. It's got them there. It's got them right there.
Will you welcome Harry Hill?
What's going on here? Is that a sponsored walk? Hey, what is it? Sport relief? Sit down! Sit down! Sit! Welcome, nice to meet you, welcome. Yeah. She touched me, just, hello, all right, sit down, yeah, where you from, what's your name? Where you from? Okay, Aquarian, okay, all right, okay, yeah. Now straight from work, all right, now. Gee, I didn't expect to be doing this tonight. Otherwise I would have brought my torch. Hello and welcome to TV Burp.
I always think that the more the audience give you, the more you give them. People tune in and think, oh, he's having a great time. Look at him. Most of the time I'm thinking about what's coming next.
Which brings us to
It's very much gag, 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 laugh, laugh, laugh. You can't just coast.
Which does beg the question, which is better? A king prawn or a baby? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Come on! Oh, it's flown off. It's flown off. Oh, but it's circling. Charming.
What we're doing now is we're going to smash a mirror.
And action. Ta-da!
Cut.
Brilliant. That's a wrap.